It's way ahead. Hold on. All right. I'm here to talk about cross-platform editor plugins. It should become clear what I mean by cross-platform here. It's not like Mac OS and Windows OS. It's more like Atom versus Vim versus Emacs versus whatever. Let me start by showing it. So let's back up a bit. This is 2014. That's a photo of me, sorry. Oh.
Stop what you're doing. We don't want epilepsia here.
Wait, what?
Stop blinking. Yes. We're going to switch computers to, yes. Now we can watch Darth Vader dance. Go, Darth Vader.
Wait, is that me?
What is he dancing? I don't know. Some kind of jitterbug? Okay. Are we plugged into the new computer?
Yes.
Okay, you get 5 more minutes.
So 10?
5 brand new,
okay.
no.
Great.
No! What did I do? Thank you, Henric. Go.
No.
Almost?
I'm soon up to 15 minutes.
50. Yes. This is good, yeah.
Just pull it over.
Yay.
Or I'll just that one.
We have, okay. All right. Yes, you can do this. You're amazing.
Now. All right. All right, this is, so 2014, right? That's a photo of me. That's not actually me, but if we zoom in, that's me. So that's, okay. And I'm next to, yeah, I don't even see that anymore. Let's see, so I was coding in Ruby, which is great, and I was going into JavaScript territory. I'd done JavaScript in the past, but I'd never done JavaScript this way, where like you have something that, a dependency that you import, and then you use it. I've just been like global stuff, JavaScript, jQuery, doing stuff with a DOM. And so I looked at this and thought, hey, wouldn't it be great if I could just auto-import or auto-create those require statements? And so I started building a plugin, and I'm a Vim user, so I wrote a plugin in, sorry, that's not a live demo. And the performance was way worse than that, but thank you. So I wrote a, oh, that was for Vim, sorry. Oh, damn it. I wrote a Vim plugin. I wrote it in Vim script and Ruby. Now, Vim script is this weird language. You can sort of figure it out, but it's hard. That's it. That's all that plugin did. It's way bigger today. It's in JavaScript now. But it did a single thing, and it did it well. But apparently not all people use Vim, and I've learned this over the years. Oh, that's a Sublime user, sorry. And also, in this case, actually parsing JavaScript, trying to do stuff with JavaScript is not surprisingly easier in JavaScript. It's harder in Ruby, so like there are no libraries in Ruby to parse JavaScript, of course. It's meant for Ruby. So me and my friend Joe Lencioni, who I co-wrote this plugin with, we went on a mission. We had this to-do list. We wanted to rewrite the whole thing in JavaScript, and at that time it was bigger than that one-page thing you saw. We wanted to turn it into a command line tool so that any editor extension, any language could hook into this thing. Because, for instance, I had a lot of people on my team using Sublime, later even Atom, and we had an Emacs guy. So we wanted to turn it into a command line tool. And then after a while, after playing around with the command line tool, we realized that the startup time for like the command line thing and loading up Node every time was a little bit too much overhead. So we decided to write it as a background daemon thread. So like a service running in the background and then groceries. So the sort of the architecture ended up being client, and in this case, an editor plugin, for instance, the Vim plugin, will start a background process, and then it'll communicate with that daemon who sits in the background listening to commands. We send those commands through JSON. In this case, I sent the entire contents of the file, and then I got a different content back. So basic, like that's very simple. I just replaced everything that was in the editor. And yeah, so JSON was the sort of communication protocol. And then once we started doing that, a couple of people chipped in and started writing plugins for different editors. And I hope everyone can sort of find their favorite editor, or at least some editor that it might have used. There are a couple missing. If you see yours and you want to contribute, then you can write your own integration. So we have Vim from the top. We have Vim, Atom, Emacs. Was that? Sorry, Visual Code, and then Sublime. I think the best performing one is one of the more modern ones. I use the Vim one. And as you can see, it evolved over time to, like, now we're doing ES stuff. And so a couple of tips if you're thinking about doing this. Make sure that you build it for one editor first. Make sure it's useful so that you're not, because this takes quite a while. And then turn it into a command line tool. If the overhead of communicating with the command line is too big, then maybe convert to a daemon, maybe not. Think twice. There are a couple of like really hard gotchas there. And then, yeah, groceries. And let's see. So it wouldn't be a thing if I hadn't help from a few people, Lencioni, who I co-wrote the whole thing with. A couple of people who participated by writing extensions, and then people who helped out. Nice. Thank you.